What's going on, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video. I'll be reacting to Doom Patrol episode 6. Now, this is season 1, obviously. I've seen this episode. It was been a few weeks since I last seen it. I was trying to edit it, but I didn't realize this was one of the videos that, if you were seeing my Lucifer reaction, I mentioned that some of my Lucifer videos got corrupted. I didn't go to look to see if my Doom Patrol, because I've seen this episode 7, and I started 8, but I didn't finish it. But my camera cut off, and I just didn't go back and finish it at the time. But this episode and this episode, for some reason, video, whatever, the file got corrupted. So now I'm rewatching, but since I haven't seen it in a while, I don't really remember what happens. But I did glance at my episode 7 video, and it's fine. So I'm gonna edit that, but I want to watch this, edit this, so I'll put that up next. But anyway, I'm gonna jump into this because it's like an hour long. So here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm remembering it now. I think. We see her now. Like, he didn't call
Come here, gorgeous.
Buzz in or nothing.
What can my girl get you? Coffee, tea, anything at all?
I'm fine, Sydney. Thank you. Hungry, Sid. I want the love interest role in your new wrestling picture. You know I'd be perfect for it.
Boy, you just get right to it, don't you? You don't need help. What you need is a miracle. Because the name Rita Farr hasn't put a butt in the seat in a dog's age.
Damn.
Concrete shines brighter than your star, my sweet.
Okay. What? Yeah, you can. Is she gonna kill him?
Sid? Sid?
Mr. Bloom?
She knows that.
Bastard had a heart attack.
Yeah, she know type of shit he be doing.
Am I right? How do I see my kid's face whole?
Create a profile, send her a friend request, and wait for her not to accept it.
I was thinking you could stick it to your life and you can't do this one lousy thing for me.
Actually, you put me in safety mode when you push my reset button. And now my cyber fingers won't jiggle unless my dad turns it off.
You're locked. You're so smiley. Look more like a creepy sex cult than superheroes.
What happened to them?
Doesn't say.
2 words.
Mento. Steve Dayton? The 5th richest man in America? In 1955? Well, I never met the others. Niles only introduced me to Steve.
How did Niles know him?
I have no idea.
Did you ever ask this dude anything about himself?
With you doing precisely what the bad guy told you to do? No. Why would we have a problem with that?
I didn't hear you complaining when he helped us stop the Decreator. Unfortunately, I don't give a fuck what you think. We've got nothing else to go on right now. You're my in and you're my backup. So shut your assholes because we're doing this.
Have Flit take me back this instant.
Oh, hang on, let me tell her. Yeah, Flit says to fuck yourself in the face. We're not leaving here till we find the Doom Patrol. Guys are...
Whoa. Floating?
Fucked up Rushmore.
Oh.
Deadly force should be your last resort.
He's a member of the Brotherhood of Evil. He's bad news, Pops. He should be on the JLA watch list or something.
The JLA doesn't tend to overlook the credible threats. If he mattered, they'd know him.
I guess he wanted to be a villain, but... Not the face. Oops.
Is one of your fucking fingers inside me?
You really gotta phrase it that way, huh?
Get it the fuck out!
Well, it appears that Niles Calder's indestructible man isn't. I think I have a blowtorch and some chewing tobacco in the car. Fix you right up.
I need you to watch what he does and tell me after, okay?
Sure, I can help you out with that.
Thank you.
But you gotta help me out with Claire's face hole.
Face hole.
Please, Cliff.
Right. Have a nice snooze, bud.
Let's get involved with superheroes.
Niles never said. Yeah, you know he has his secrets.
You said your name was Josh Clay. Have we met before?
No, I don't believe so.
Were you in the military?
Briefly.
Doom.
The thing about me is, once I set my mind to a task, I excel at it. When I played Jules...
Yes, I've seen it.
So the fact that I can't seem to keep myself together by now doesn't give me much hope that...
And we are in uncharted territory.
Do you know how long a month is in Hollywood? Every second that passes, my name... Do you
Now, her, I can understand not
I wish I
aging.
You look fantastic.
Because her...
Please, I'm a
Because
mess.
she's
Not
like...
on your worst
Her
day.
body might...
Always
is
worse.
weird, so it might... That might
How
have something
tight
to do
would a
with her
judgmental oaf you
appearance.
were?
I mean, she might age, but her
Is that
appearance...
a
I'm
Forgive
covered
me,
in
but to be perfectly
bandages.
honest, I didn't want to come here.
shit.
What was that? Did
Deja
you see
vu.
that?
Forgive the students. Told my husband.
Josh are married.
Goodness, no. I'm married to Niles.
To Ultimax, leader of the Brotherhood of Evil. Yeah, unfortunately, the brain escaped.
Yeah, I was like, ain't that
But he won't get
that
up
thing
much
that
mischief
was
without
on...
his home.
What was that? That Teen Titans show?
These aren't confiscated
Like
weapons.
cartoon.
They're trophies.
Damaged? Consider yourself lucky. You need a time machine to find replacements.
So do you really think my rebel guts are fucked, or do you just like shitting on the chief?
Well, I don't believe the two are mutually exclusive. Well, Niles actually had me
Everyone goes fucking flying. I thought we were dead meat. Vic, all kinds of fucked up. He's bleeding. His hand looked like Elmer Fudd's shotgun after Bugs Bunny stuck a cork in it, and then
That is a slide.
saved Chief. Maybe you should give him a little credit instead of knocking him down all the time.
What the hell do you know about being a parent? Do you really have any idea what it's like to almost lose a child?
Yeah, I got some idea, you arrogant fuck knuckle. And I got regrets. What are you gonna have?
Over and over and over.
Within 20 minutes, everyone within earshot went completely insane. From a ray that changed all the police officers into piñatas.
The crazed crowds tore them to pieces, and then they ate the When we arrived, the jukebox split open, and Mr. Nobody leapt out, followed by a horde of vinyl warriors, their bodies composed of long playing records.
Niles said that Mr. Nobody was there for him.
They're like, alright, there's
Not
too
us.
much seat.
Rhea and Arani got into a spot almost immediately. Luckily, I was there to save them and
Of
destroy
course.
Mr. Nobody in one fell swoop.
Mentor was so frightened, he sold his supersuit. If Niles hadn't been there to destroy them all, along with Mr. Nobody. Hello, darling. How was your day?
What the fuck?
You are a sight for sore eyes.
Dinner's almost ready.
He's not there. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, he's not there. Well, I know he's not there.
I'm afraid it was only the first time Mr. Nobody came after Niles. He came back.
Impossible.
What's happening?
You're lying. You couldn't let me have.
Because he must have read her mind or something.
Mary Beth?
He knows how to fuck with her.
I was too scared to say anything at all. Don't.
She didn't say no.
Rhea, are they starting to lose control of their powers? You stay here, okay?
Hello, Joshua.
Niles, thank God. We have to move. Mento has had another break.
Forget him. And the others. You and I have more work to do. But you and I both know where your talents truly lie.
I can.
Oh, he looks sinister as fuck.
I told you.
Jigsaw.
Look what you did.
No.
Look what you did.
No, they suffering from dementia or some shit.
This is gonna be okay.
The fuck?
We just happened to be in The Shining, which is fine. Shelley Duvall and the kid got out, and so will we.
Captain Trainer.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Oh, Rita, let's be honest.
You've been grinding this axe for 60 years.
You're doing this.
Looks pretty real to me.
I envy you, sir. You get to make the world safe
Son.
for democracy single-handedly.
A nightmare.
Where's that bastard?
Niles formed the Dual Patrol back in the day as part of a government program. He selected their missions, and one of which inadvertently put them on Mr. Nobody's radar.
So they really did fight him.
They were never the same.
That sounds familiar.
Their minds and bodies started to deteriorate. They'd become frightened and confused easily, and they would lash out with their powers. They became a danger to themselves and to others.
Was that?
All part of the fantasy.
Oh, God.
None of you should feel bad about what you may have seen. That was just Mento lashing out with his powers, using your biggest fears against you, like Mr. Nobody did to him and to the others.
Okay.
This is what their realities are like.
That is kind of frightening.
How could you?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Mary Beth?
That poor girl.
You read my mind.
Well, you did say you weren't gonna do that. So
I'm just sorry I didn't do it sooner.
you lied, but
That I could decide who I wanted to be.
For the last 60 years, I decided that Rita Farr was someone who deserved to be punished. Goodbye, Steve.
Niles. Not very.
So he just abandoned them? Like broken toys? Why would he send me here? I'm not broke.
With Niles directly.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? He's missing.
Keep looking. 'Cause I think that's what Mr. Nobody really wants, is for you to give up. That's why he sent you here. See what happens to those who cross him.
well, I had that game that they got down on the table.
You
I forget-
hacked
yeah,
it?
that-
Created a profile
game.
for you.
I forget
Sent
what
her a
it's
friend
called.
request.
She accepted it?
She did. Only, she doesn't know it. Congratulations. You're officially catfishing your... Maybe it's better for both of you if you done it from afar.
That must be hell wearing that. I wonder what did he do with the Air Force after his accident?
I don't want to think about it either.
Because this music, at least on YouTube. Oh, that's the dude.
What the hell is
He's
she
fucking
doing
his
with
wife.
Bump, 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 bump. God!
Well. Oh, that was a good episode. That shit like fucks with you like that. The whole like I actually I remember when I was a kid. Like I always wanted, like a lot of kids who were like, oh, I want superhuman strength, I want superhuman speed or flight. I used to be like, I want mental, like I was like, oh, that is, I'm Wolverine or Cyclops or Colossus or whatever. I'm Professor X. And they'll be, yeah, but you paralyzed. I'm like, that's fine. Paralyzed, but I can just freeze everything. I can control your mind and make you think whatever I want you to think. And you do whatever I want you. I can take my consciousness and put it in somebody else's head if I want to. Even I'd be fucked up. That could I mean, what happens to that person? They just disappear. Oh, that was a good episode. Like that. That is fucked up. Like Mr. Nobody is fucked up. Like you break someone mentally to the point where their whole life is not just fucked. Like I guess if they're not strong-willed, because I mean you see like the Joker, like he's tried to break Batman so many different ways, and probably to an extent he kind of has, but for the most part Batman's a very strong-willed person, so he usually keeps his shit together. But like when in Injustice, when he made Superman, well he drugged Superman and tricked him into killing Lois with his unborn child, and then that set off a nuke killing like millions in Metropolis. Like I think that would send anybody over the edge. Like I was seeing people say, "Oh, he needs to get over it," and I was on Instagram. I'm like, "Wow!" I wonder when you tell that to somebody, they might have been driving in an argument with their significant other and accidentally drifted over another lane and hit another car, killing their wife and their child or something, or their pregnant wife or something, you know. And you tell them they need to get over it. like, I was like, you are a cold motherfucker if or you just hate Superman, so you don't care. But if you do that, you are a cold-hearted motherfucker. Like, damn. Like, you have no empathy. You might be a sociopath. Like, jeez. I mean, I'm always helping somebody get through their pain, damn. But I want to know what that guy's, the physician, I forget what his name is. I want to know what he says he's a metahuman. I want to know what his powers are. And that sinister little moment he had with that illusion of Nile, he's like, you know what you can do, and we got work for you and all that shit. Like, what does he like? What can he do? And he said he was in the military. When other guy asked him, and he's like, well, how do you say he's? Well, he didn't say actual time. He said for a little while or a bit, but I guess of course he wasn't able to recognize it because he was in the Air Force. But I'm curious to know what he can do. I'm sure that they're gonna have him back here. I saw something about this show was canceled, but I read something else that it was they gave it another season. I know they canceled Swamp Thing because of that whole tax break they're supposed to get, and then they weren't going to get it, which made them, like, I guess doubled what they had to pay. What was it, North Carolina or something? So they were like, fuck that, we canceling this shit. It'd be too expensive to keep going on, and they probably maybe they didn't have time to try to find another place to take it. 95% of people like the show. Was it canceled? I don't see anything about it saying it was canceled. Wow, it's 15 episodes. I need to get on this. Why won't it let me? Oh, okay, there you go. I was like, well, where's the link at? Series premiere February. It's not, yeah, you know. I don't say anything about it being canceled. What the fuck was that? That must have been something someone made up. Hold on, this IMDb, maybe it'll be on there. Whether it's canceled or not. Because it just says 2019 and it doesn't say until. Season 1. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it being canceled. Oh, that must have been a bullshit article that probably somebody wrote that hates DC or something. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, anyway. That was a pretty good episode, so hope y'all enjoyed my reaction, everyone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and you can check out the full reaction on the Patreon if you like. Well, I was just about to say something. Maybe my mind going as dude is. Am I gonna like phase through my answers? Comment down below. Me personally, don't care about spoilers. So if you've watched to episode 15 and they explain it, why does anybody age? I want to know. I want to know now why no one ages in this thing. It's probably in the comic books, if that happens in the comic books. But like, why doesn't people in I think it's the new Doom Patrol, why don't they age? The Elastic Woman, probably because she can manipulate her body. Maybe that's why she doesn't age. But Jane, like, why doesn't she age? I can't even fucking tell if the other guy's, I keep forgetting his name. The guy with the energy beam in his body. Now, it could be because of the energy beam, because it did bring him back from the dead. He crashed on Earth, so his whole thing might be there. But like Jane, is it because of her personality? Is one of her personalities immortal? Like, what is it? And if you know, or if you don't want to spoil it, maybe somebody else who haven't seen it, don't worry about it. Eventually, I will. I might end up